Okay, so this is A-29. I'm going to do number 2. I took a nice picture of the problem. It's all set to go. And now I'm going to go ahead and graph this. So I have y is equal to 2x minus 2. So the first thing I check for, step 1, is to isolate y. Check-o-rooney, that is done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually start with my y-intercept. Well, my y-intercept is b, so if I come over here, I know it's the constant with its sign a plus or minus. So in this case, b is equal to -2. So, hi guys. I know, I'm crazy lady over here. Oh, I'm in here.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yes, we realize that now.
Good guys. I'm videotaping myself. Here we go. No, don't. You're a jerk. Get away. Here you go. So I'm over here, and I'm going to go ahead and graph my y-intercept. So it's down here. It's down here at -2. Once again, the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. There we go. So there it is, and now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my slope. I only need 2 points to make a line. I got 1. I'm almost done. So the third thing is my slope, which is m, which is the change in y over the change in x. In this case, it's 2, which I'm going to say is 2 over 1. So once again, there's my slope right there. So from this point here, I know my slope is positive. My line has to be going up. So I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. And there's my second point on the graph. Once again, in the y direction right here, the change in y was a +2. And then this way here, there. Alright, this one ought to happen really quickly. I have A-29, number 6. I'm going to write an equation in the form y equals mx plus b, which is slope-intercept form. And m, they told me, was -3, and b is -5. So this just becomes, I'm going to go ahead and plug these into my equation. Once again, m is my slope. My slope is the change in y over the change in x, or as Catherine likes to say, triangle y over triangle x. In this case here, right, my slope is going to be, when I write it in slope-intercept form, which means y is isolated, I'm going to go ahead and my slope is always the coefficient on x, right, which is the number you are multiplying x by. So my equation becomes y is equal to something x, and the number I'm going to multiply x by is my slope, and in this case, my slope is given to be a -3. And then I'm going to put in my y-intercept. Well, b is my y-intercept. Once again, that's the point at which the graph crosses the x-axis, the y-axis. So in this case here, I have the ordered pair 0, comma, and it's going to cross it. So I end up with my y-intercept put in again, and it's the constant with no variables attached, and it comes with its sign. And so my final equation is y is equal to negative 3x minus 5. And that's the end of that one. All right, so I'm going to do number 14 now. I want to know if the ordered pair lies on the graph of the given equation. I have the ordered pair 0, 5, and my equation is 3y is equal to negative x plus 15. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug in my x and my y. So in this case, I have 3, and I'm going to multiply that by my y. Well, in this case, my y is 5, so I'll make that substitution. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to say it's equal to the opposite of x. Well, in this case, it told us x is 0. And then over here, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to add to that my 15. So all I did was I substituted my y into the equation, and then I substituted my x into the equation. There we go. And now I'm simply going to go ahead and multiply through. Well, 3 times 15 is 15 is equal to the opposite of 0 is 0 plus 15. I get 15 is equal to 15, and sure enough, that checks. All right, and then if I wanted to go ahead and move on with this one, I could say, I'm going to take this equation, 3y is equal to negative x plus 15, and I'm going to put it in y-intercept form. So the first thing I have to do is isolate y, so I'm going to divide every single term by y, and that's going to give me y is equal to negative 1/3 x plus 5. Now if I graph this here, really quick ugly graph, I have a y-intercept that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my y-intercept, right? There it is in my equation. There it is on my graph, right, at 0, 5. And then my slope is negative 1/3. So this is going to tell me that I'm going to go down 1. There's my change in x. And then over 3. There it is. And I have this point right here. And the coordinates of that point are 3, negative 4. And now I want to know, does the point 0, 5 lie on my graph? And, obviously it lies on my graph because there it is right there. And if I draw a line, right, I got a negative slope. Yeah, that's going to be really ugly, but something like, yeah, that's so bad. Don't say anything, guys. There's my line. There it is. And now I finished that one. I'm happy. And that's it, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. There you go. Little hearts for you. Bye.